Hey, this is Donnie Smith, collisionblast.com. You can go to collisionblast.com and subscribe for free and get auto news updates like this and DIY training. Just be sure and go there and check it out. Subscribe to us. Doesn't cost you a dime. So, what I want to talk about today is something that I'm not too familiar with really, but it is facing the industry. It's coming up. It's been around on, high-end cars, a lot of aftermarket parts, but it's carbon fiber. And there's reading about it, and it said it's been in the press a lot lately, and some of these cars are going to be have a lot of carbon fiber on them. In fact, it's talking about the BMW i3 and i8. It says the vehicles have body structures and other panels that are made of carbon fiber, but they're going to have exterior panels and almost the entire passenger cell made of carbon fiber. So, with the government placing the restrictions or wanting to increase fuel mileage, um, they're going to have to come up with ways for the vehicles to be lighter. And I know aluminum's another thing facing the industry. We'll leave that for another discussion on another video. But we've got aluminum and we've got carbon fiber. And if you're like me, you probably don't know a lot about either one of them. Um, but they're going to be in your shops before too long. Like the aluminum, that used to be, well, I really don't work on the higher end cars, so don't worry about it. But the new Ford pickups coming out with a lot of aluminum, so it's really not the case anymore. It's getting to the point to where everybody is going to be affected by these things. Now, carbon fiber, I've taken some classes, through iCar, and they talk about, a very limited, you can use uh, SMC repair to make the repair, but it's not real clear on where it's just not real clear what should be repaired and what shouldn't. And I'm afraid that both the aluminum and the carbon fiber is going to result in more totals and more parts being replaced. Which that may not be necessarily a good thing for the collision repair industry, because it's going to total a lot more of the vehicles and may make insurance go up and things like that. But uh, either way, it's happening, and it's going to be out there. So I'd like to ask you, is your shop prepared for carbon fiber? You know, if something came in there, would you know what to do with it? Well, there's an article here. It's ABRN article, and I'm going to put a link down in the description. And they're talking about some. And if this is something that you have in question or you're not sure about, won't you read this article? I mean, it doesn't really give you all the facts about it, but it does teach you a little bit more about carbon fiber. Um, like I said, this is not something that I'm real knowledgeable about, and talks about several different ways. And one is using SMC repairs, and I think one of them was rivet bonding. That might be a method used for it. Um, let's see. And even in this article, and this is a thing about manufacturers are making this stuff, and we really don't know what to do with it. It says, is carbon fiber repairable? This is what they state here. The answer is it depends. I mean, come on, really? The question is just as complicated as asking if a steel or aluminum vehicle is repairable. So, while there are some repair procedures for carbon fiber, it's just not that clear. And I think, as an industry, we're going to have to understand some of these new materials and know what to do with them if they show up at our shop. So, I think that's probably the two biggest things right now that you may be facing, and probably some of you some of the shops have already learned how to work with these new materials. If you have, be sure and leave us a comment and let us know what's working for you and what you think of all the changes in the automotive industry and all the new materials that you're having to deal with. Is it a good thing? Uh, is it a bad thing? I don't know. I want to hear your opinion on this. So anyway, I mean, carbon fiber, everybody loves it. It lightens the car, makes the car lighter, and you always hear, everybody really wanting it. But what do you do with it whenever it's wrecked? It's also talking about vacuum bagging, um, and this is something I don't even know that much about. Um, I think the repair is then compressed and heated to cure the repair. Don't know what types of tools this is going to take to do that. So I think either way, shops are going to have to, if they're going to be repairing these new materials, they're going to have to invest in different types of tools and equipment to be able to repair it. So anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Maybe you can point me more in the right direction, what to think about these new materials. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and be sure and go to collisionblast.com, subscribe to us for free, and there we'll talk about things like this, things facing or challenging the industry, and then we also have DIY, auto body and paint training. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video.